All right, welcome back to Yahoo Finance Live. Miles London with you here in New York. Let's just kind of go around the horn here for some final thoughts on this huge market rally. Jim Rogers, I'll send it over to you first. An 11% gain in the Dow doesn't come around more than, twice in a century? I think we expected to see some huge moves here, but kind of hard to know how to proceed after a day like this.
Yep, we're going back to 1933. I mean, it feels a little bit like a sugar high here. I think a lot of people are skeptical about how long this is going to last, given that the headlines will continue to be rough. We've gotten some headlines after the bell. I mean, we had those Nike earnings, which I frankly didn't think were terrible. Some people were braced for something really bad, but we're also getting some headlines right now from Facebook. Facebook saying that while they're seeing engagement is up, their ad business is not. It's weakening due to COVID-19. And that's a theme that I think we're going to see from media companies. We already heard that from the New York Times, remember. People want news, but then the advertising component that goes along with that looks like that's weakening, and that's going to be a knock-on effect for a lot of companies. So I'll be looking at how that plays out tomorrow.
And Andy Serwer, just a reminder that, we have this shock and we expect there's to be a bounce back, but along the way, we are going to enter, we're probably already in recession. And even the biggest companies coming out saying we're seeing negative impacts from thing X. That's what happens in recessions. And I think it's a theme we need to get used to.
Yeah. And I mean, echoing what Jen said, I mean, it's hard to really see this day as anything other than just a gyration during a, frankly, very challenging time. And I've talked to some people today who are in the bankruptcy and distressed area, and they're busy, and they're going to get busier. And so make no mistake about it, companies are going to continue to report some tough numbers. They're going to be going through some tough times. And we're more on the front end of things than the back end of things. There's no doubt about that, you guys.
Yeah, it's certainly, it's hard to keep reminding yourself that there's such a long way to go, and you have these kind of, one-off sugar high type days, as Jen said. But certainly there are going to be more challenges ahead for all of us, both in the market and I think most significantly and most notably on the public health side. Again, just taking a final look at this market, you see the S&P 500 was up some 9.4% today. The Dow up 11.4%. The Nasdaq higher by 8.2%. That's all for now.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.